Congressman, thanks for being here with us today. Biden is holding this big solo press conference later today. Everybody hold your breath. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? It's the first one he's done in I don't know, forever. It's after 4 o'clock. That's a problem. And it also comes after a long day at the NATO summit. Oh, and he's Biden and he's mentally challenged. So good luck. Do you think the dam's going to break for Democrats after this solo press conference? What's your sense of what's happening here?
Well, the Democrats are in panic mode because they missed the memo. One thing, the American people across the board have never liked to be lied to. That's the first thing. Second thing is we want to be the priority. We are. That's what we go out and we elect our representatives so that they can fight for our concerns, our desires, our vision. And they've missed that memo. They've gotten to the point where they're so much into this habit of the collective in which they decide what they want to do. They decide the message they want to give out. And then they've always come together and made sure that they've never broken apart. And that's been a frustrating thing for many Americans to see, how the Republicans sometimes go all over the place, but the Democrats are always together. Well, this is the first time they've had a leader that is not cognizant. He's not aware. He truly does believe that he can win this, and he's not going to listen to anyone else. So they have a break because for the first time they have to deal with someone who's not following the lead. And to me, it's exciting to see the chaos that Democrats are now experiencing. This is the chaos that they've always given to America because they've been so strong together about whatever their policy might be. Now we're seeing a policy, we're going to talk about it in the next few minutes, a policy in which they say it's okay for illegals to vote in American federal elections. Mm-hmm. That is going to be a straw that's going to break the camel's back. Americans do not want that to happen. They now will tie that into everything else that's going on in terms of the border. So we're in a good place because American people are waking up to what the Democratic Party has always been, but now with a Biden that is so clueless and so detached from reality, we're seeing how it truly looks behind the curtains, for sure.
Congressman Owens, I'm going to follow you down that road. Then obviously you and your colleagues passed the SAVE Act yesterday. It's probably not going to pass in the Senate, and President Biden has already said he is going to reject it and veto it. But does this particular bill, and the fact that only five Democrats, crossed the aisle to vote with you and your colleagues on this bill, does it really highlight the ultimate immigration policy that's coming from the left?
We're blessed that the Democrats started their process so early. We're now seeing what's happened after 3 years of a border that's been wide open. We're seeing the crime rate that's going up because of the defund the police. Now we're seeing all that being said that we are really the goal was to replace us. And I tell you, you saw looking at the Black community, they're being hurt more than anyone else because that misery is so concentrated there. But they're also realizing that they're being replaced instead of trying to figure out how to work with them and how to bring their dreams to reality. They were going to replace them with illegals. So this is something I think is going to be highlighted across the board. It's not going to help their case. And once President Trump gets in, we get the House and the Senate. We're going to show what America First truly looks like, my friends. And I tell you what, that's going to be, I think, a very long impact on the Democratic Party, because folks will finally see what it really looks like to have a party and people that really care about the American people.
It's going to be interesting because there's so much controversy regarding Joe Biden, and it almost seems like they can't come up with issues that actually resonate with the American people, Congressman. They tried abortion. They've tried other, they're trying to say, I think that President Trump is going to eliminate gay marriage. I think that's another one of their little things that they're touting. That he's going to round up illegals and put them in concentration camps and kids in I guess in Obama's cages, because those were actually Obama's cages. The news media never tells you that, and they try to relate it to Trump. Mm-hmm. But nothing is really sticking, and the more people that have to live in the scourge that has become our cities, with these, and not just our cities, but with our whole country, really, where every state is a border state, every city is a border city. I think it's becoming crystal clear to people what Marxist policies really create in a country. So what do you say to your Democrat colleagues or to news media outlets when they ask you about these scary things that might happen if it's President Trump?
Well, the reason why that doesn't resonate is because we realize that there's been a big lie. And I can't emphasize this enough. Now, many of us, we're not surprised. We're shocked. I'm actually shocked that so many people are shocked. They had no idea that Biden was as bad as he is.
Yeah.
But what the deal comes down to is all these good people who trusted these outlets, they trusted the administration, that had bought into it and didn't have no doubts. All of a sudden, they turn on TV and realize this guy is no longer there.
Right.
They have been lied to. And I tell you, when people start doubting whether you're trustworthy or not, then all of a sudden everything begins to open up. All of a sudden the promises, the strength, the hopefulness that Trump is now putting out there begins to resonate because they now see there's a difference in the two. So I heard someone today, a young black American, said, you know what? His suggestion was Black Americans should vote for Trump so that from this point on, Democrats will listen to us. Think about that. And that is a very smart way to look at it. We need to have competition, meritocracy. We need to have the best party to bring to the plate the best solutions to American people. And so far, Democratic Party, because they've been including and lying all this time, have never had to do that. So they have no idea how to compete. And I'm excited about the fact that we have competed. We always have. We put our voices out there. And because of that, the American people will be drawn to the Republican Party.
Congressman, 30 seconds or so. President Trump about to make his Veep pick. You got someone you like. There's Byron Donalds in the House, Marco Rubio, J.D. Vance, or maybe even Dr. Ben Carson. I know you're going to say they're all great, but what do you like? Who would you like to see?
Or who do you guess?
I tell you, I'm in that position where I have trust in President Trump. They're doing the vetting. They know what it looks like. I'll say this behind the curtains, guys. We have a more united party than I've ever seen before. Just know that we come out in January, the House, the Senate, and President Trump will have an agenda. They'll have a continuity. We're going to be strong, no matter what kind of wave we have coming in. Those are going to be here in House and the Senate will be strong behind President Trump, and the American people will see what unified effort to get America first looks like. So whatever he decides, I'm all in. I think it's going to be a win for us, and I just cannot wait to get to 2025 when American people really see what it looks like to have representatives who love our country and put us first for sure.
What
5 seconds.
characteristics
Gina said,
then would
have
you
a
like to
guess?
see in a vice president? Since
Well,
you won't
I'm
give us
sorry,
a
what
name,
guess,
what
as Gina said?
characteristics?
I'm sorry. Terrence? What was that again?
I was saying, since you won't give us a name, can you give us characteristics? What characteristics do you think the vice president should have? 10 seconds.
And this is what I see in all the guys. First of all, they're smart. They love our nation. They're patriotic. They're honest. They're servants. You put all that together, there's no agenda,
Gotcha.
no hidden agenda. They're transparent. I mean, these are things we all expect in our representatives. They're going to tell us the truth, good or bad, hard or strong, and we're going to know this is what they believe in. And I'm glad to see that we're finally in Congress, by the way, we're getting away from the quote, the career politicians. You're going to see in the House more innovative America First legislators we've ever seen before, because American people are demanding it now. So just again, I cannot say I'm more excited than I have ever been before, because American people are now part of the equation. You get the Senate, the House, the president, and the American people, boy, things will change in a way that we're going to be very excited to see. So I'm looking forward to that process.
Congressman, we appreciate it. Those characteristics you described yourself. Thanks so much. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you so much, David. Thank you, guys. All the best.